Peace be upon you and God's mercy and blessings. We're back with you again. Allow me to share my screen so we can continue our discussion on the topic we were talking about, which is the roles of faculty members or professors in complete online education. We were discussing the weekly message and its components, as well as the virtual classroom, when it will take place, and the dates for the upcoming week. We were talking about the unit with its test, any assignments if there are any, and the deadlines for their submission. We also provide a report on what we accomplished in the past week and what we can do in the new week. Where do we do this? We do it in the announcements section here. In the announcements section, we can create a post, and this post will have a title. You might call it the first weekly message, for example. The first weekly message, here you start addressing the student and talking to him and saying to him, dear student or dear students, meaning you are the hunter or your lady, and gently, with care and attention to detail, as you address the young minds before you in this moment of learning and growth. We meet according to the calendar. The virtual classroom is scheduled. We're finishing the first week and we'll start the second unit and first activity next week. The first unit is done. We finished the first unit. In the second week, we're in the first week and it's over. So I'm sending a message that we have completed the first unit in the first week and we'll start studying the second unit and do the first activity. So I'm telling them that we have finished the first unit, and instead of 10, I can increase it to 24. We finished in the current week studying the first unit and it's available for review. So I'm letting them know we have completed the first unit, and instead of 10, I can increase it to 24, meaning we finished, for example, in the past week or the current week. We finished in the current week, which is the first week, studying the first unit independently, and it is available for review at any time until the end of the semester. So I'm letting them know that according to the schedule, we have completed the first unit, but it is available for any student who may need to review something. They can go back and study it, okay? And I remind all the students to quickly take the end of unit test. They can review it at any time until the end of the semester. So I'm letting them know that according to the schedule, we have completed the first unit, but it is available for any student who may need to review something. And I remind all the students by quickly administering the end of unit test in a timely manner. All right, okay. So now that's it. You have successfully managed to set up the very first one all by yourself. And next week, we say we will start to work on our new project and ensure everything is ready. In studying the second unit, the student is studying independently, meaning no professor involvement. I remind students to take the test on time during the week. That's the first point. The second point is, what have we finished? To clarify our progress, what have we completed and what is coming up in the next week? So I'm providing the student with a weekly message that includes what the professor provides feedback on last week and highlights this week's goals. Okay? All right? So that's the first point. The second point here is, what have we completed? I just want to clarify this for you so we know how we are progressing. What have we finished? And what is coming up next? So I'm providing the student with a weekly message that includes what. If you notice, the second point, in the professor's responsibilities is to provide feedback on the overall performance during the previous week, while also highlighting what will be accomplished in the current week. Is that clear? So I'm making an announcement here for the second week about what we will do. And what did we do in the first week? All right, we will start in the second week. Now, what should we note here? We should note the presence of a self-activity in the second week. What does this activity require? You, as a teacher, need to know what this activity is about. The first activity is about understanding the calendar. It's a video watching activity followed by a quiz. The video watching activity here talks about the positions of the Sunnis as it repeats the stories of the political system in Islam. So I have the Sheikh discussing in a video the stories of the political system in Islam and addressing a specific topic. It's important to note that there is a self-activity in the second week, where students will watch a video and then answer a number of questions. These need to be submitted on time according to the official academic calendar. We absolutely don't want any student to miss the deadline in any way whatsoever at all. Here, in the second week, there is a self-activity. The first self-activity. Self-activity, noting that there is a first self-activity. So the first self-activity, according to the calendar, here are the course details. This is indeed the first activity, right? And I also want to direct them that they will watch a video and hear from us, and we will meet through the virtual classes. In the virtual sessions, check the day that is specified for you in the course schedule. Look at the day that is set for you. I will suggest, for example, Tuesday at 5 p.m. until 6 p.m. to answer your inquiries about the units. In the first and second sessions, I explained some important points. So I announced that on Tuesday, let's say, the date is December 22nd at 5 p.m. and it will last until 9 p.m. But very briefly, my best regards as the course instructor, I will tell them my best regards. And here, as the course instructor, I will provide them with my name and my WhatsApp phone number or email if they want. As the course instructor, I will give them my email here for anyone who wants to reach out to me or something, especially if I don't want to receive calls, a nice weekly message. December 22nd, 5 p.m. support, and event 9 support, but my best regards as the course instructor. I will tell them my best regards. And here, what do I do? As the course instructor, I will provide them with my name and my WhatsApp phone number or email if they want. As the course instructor, I will give them my email here for anyone who wants to reach out to me or something, especially if I don't want to receive calls. A nice weekly message. In this weekly message, find the date for the virtual session. Activity announcement and assignments. Other days may have assignments or virtual classes as per schedule. Midterm exams will occur as needed, and we will announce them here. We inform students about activities, quiz deadlines, and tasks. These are all the tasks of the instructor included in the weekly message. The date for the virtual session, right? And what exactly are we going to do? We announced the presence of an activity and told the students to complete their quiz on time. And we informed them about what they have finished and what they are supposed to do. These are all the tasks of the instructor included in the weekly message. Of course, here I am excited to send a copy of this notification immediately via email to the students through this weekly message. So from here, I confirm the importance of sending the announcement. Send a copy of this announcement immediately via email so that the students can see this announcement directly. Of course, you need to click on send for the announcement to be sent. You must click on send. Once you click send, the announcement will reach all students in this duplicate and will reach all masters. The message will be sent via email and Blackboard. I haven't sent it yet. Begin with Dear Student. Item 1 is complete. Next week, we'll meet for a small activity, which I'll send via WhatsApp. I need to make the weekly message a bit larger because I made it too small here, right? For example, I would start with Dear Student and remove the header. Now I have completed item number 1. In the coming week, noting that we will meet next week and we will do a small activity and I will send it to you via WhatsApp, which I had previously sent to you. And I will carry this chest. And I will carry this chest. So now I have item number 1. We are done. And next week, with such and such a note, and we will meet next week and we will do such and such a small thing, a small year, and I will send it to you via the WhatsApp that you have. What is the WhatsApp that I was sending you, which is the one for yes. To greet the instructors, you all have definitely joined. If you have joined, then I will send here a sample of the weekly message and it will be available for you. Just remember, when you join, we will send it to you again. Here is a sample of a weekly message. This is a sample of a motivational message in the WhatsApp group that I sent to you for the instructors. So I have a sample in the group that Dr. Mohammed Gaber saw, and one of the instructors who joined the group is also seeing it with us here. If there are no questions, let's continue with what we were discussing. Here is a sample of a motivational message in the WhatsApp group that I sent to you for the instructors. I have a sample in the group that Dr. Mohammed Gaber saw, and one of the instructors who joined the group is also seeing it with us here. There are people discussing with us. There are no questions, right? Let's continue with what we were discussing.